Yeah. Good day. I was about to say good evening. It's not even evening, but not for me anyway. So, today I will play F-Zero once again. Um, I wanted to play F-Zero 99 on stream, but I cannot do that because I don't have a Switch capture card. So I've been replaying the original F-Zero instead recently. And this is going to be one of those streams like the others. So 3 days ago? I think 3 days ago, I played this and well, I played with the Fire Stingray, the best car, objectively the best car, and I went through Knight League, Queen League, King League, and Ace League. And then the following stream, I did the same thing with the Wild Goose. Well, today I'm doing the Blue Falcon. And I am not a Blue Falcon player. Now, of course, I'm a Fire Stingray player, the best car in the game. The Wild Goose is not that far behind, because it's kind of similar. But the Blue Falcon is a big departure from those two, so it's gonna be a lot harder. And of course, this piece of junk is going to be the hardest. Okay, so Blue Falcon Edition, Knight League on Master. Let's see if I can do this. Hopefully the answer is gonna be a yes. Okay. I missed the good start, but you know, it's fine. Anyway, Knight League should be pretty easy. Maybe that wind might be a little difficult because you don't get much high speed time on the arrows if you're not the Fire Stingray, and to a lesser extent the Wild Goose. You just don't get enough speed, man. Oh, come on. But, oh, alright, I'm doing it, because it's fine, I'm gonna catch up, no problem. I couldn't let them get ahead, because, yeah, I couldn't do that. But my goal, to be fair, my goal is not first. My goal is not first place. My goal is just to get through each race, and you only need top 3. I was trying to win each race. Like that wind with the Golden Fox would be totally impossible on Master. Impossible. Like, I don't see how that is possible. Anyway, I'm gonna do this. I'm sure I can do the whole thing with this car, but once again, it's the Golden Fox that's worrying me. But that's gonna be for a later time. I gotta focus on the... I keep thinking Blue Bomber in my head because I've also been playing Mega Man. But anyway, I need to focus on the Blue Falcon. Right, good race. It started a little difficult, but once I managed to get to first place, it was fine from that point on. Failed again. Failed again. That's okay. This is not a good posture. My back hurts already. Okay, I'll need to change my posture after this. Actually, I can pause the game. It's not like F-Zero 99. I can pause the game here. It's easy to forget. Yeah, I need speed. you know, Need for Speed. Okay. Guess that's a little better. Hey, don't get too close now. Got in my way. Alright, it's okay. I'll catch up. But this goes to show that getting the good start, by which I mean, you know, they bump into you at the start, doing that right is like a huge difference. It's night and day. Fun fact, well, kind of a who cares fun. So in F-Zero 99, I mained the Wild Goose, but I played 11 races with the Blue Falcon, and I won 3 out of 11. Yeah, that was a pointless fact. Pointless fun fact. I touched the barrier. This is a don't touch me zone. But I touched it. I touched the thing. Bad touch. Don't touch the barrier. Okay. Top 3, that's all I need. It's fine. It is good enough. It's like a passing grade. It's like you're the last kid that passed. It's good enough. You get to move on. I'll take this. I'll take this. It can be so difficult to pass them sometimes. Yeah, this is basically what happens. Okay, I need to block here. I need to block properly. Never mind. Okay. I wasn't even trying to pass you. Nice. One of the, you know, dumb cars. One of the dumb cars wrecked my opponent here, so... Yeah, the other AI opponents can also get wrecked by those cars, so at least there's that. It's not like they're immune to them. Case in point. So far so good. I'm doing so much better in Sand Ocean than I did in Big Blue. Can you believe it? Sitting on 2 boosts, I have no real need for them, but I'll use 1 in the last straight. And that's an easy first place. Well, quote-unquote easy. You know what I mean. Oh no, there's another lap. Oops. I was like, oh yeah, lap 4, it's the last lap. Yeah, I played too much F-Zero 99. As long as this doesn't end up in a complete disaster, everything's fine. There we go. Nice. Much better performance than I... That was my best time on this track? Wow, I really sucked on this track when I played the other 2 times. This was a much better performance than Big Blue. To be fair, I screwed up the start in Big Blue, and this matters. Okay, you don't get much speed time here. It's still passable. Yeah, the other cars get more, but I mean, missing the arrow is not helping. This is so bad. You're faster than my max speed. God, I wish I was playing the Fire Stingray. Oh, crap, crap. No, it's fine. It's fine. I'll catch up. And you know why? Because I'm the protagonist. Okay. Maybe I don't have the skill. Okay. It's not the end of the world. Top 3. That's all that matters. Okay. Could have done that better. I can't imagine just how rough this track will be as the Golden Fox. That car sucks. In this game, not in 99. Let's see, fastest acceleration. Okay, that's the only pro. Now for the 20 cons. It dies in like 5 hits. Okay, maybe not 5 hits. But it's super slow. It corners like it's been oiled too much under the tires. I don't know. Okay, that's 3 cons, but in this game it might as well be 20. It's unplayable. It has no speed sustain on arrows. Nice, good enough. Alright. Okay. Islands. Now, this is a difficult track, I gotta say. Oh crap, I screwed that up. That's okay. I mean, it's Silence. The AI sucks in Silence. They don't even take the shortcut. So yeah, easy track. Well, easy track. When you're good at the game, it's an easy track. I'm not saying I'm great at the game. I'm saying it's an easy track. It's not an easy track, but it's... Look, you know what I mean. The AI is not very good on it, is my point. Okay. That could have been a lot worse. Okay. Jerk. I don't know what's going on with my model. The mouth movement is not being very responsive today. I mean, it is responsive, but not as much as normal. You know, I'm seeing it on the side, and yeah, it's not a big deal, but it's a big deal. Silence, easy. I still say it doesn't belong as the final track of Night League, though. Like, White Land 2 is easier than this. Well, as long as you know about pressing down, because or else you don't make the gap on lap 1. In the other laps, it's fine, you can use a boost, but like, how do you even get to the other laps without pressing down on the first lap? Look at this lap 5. Great lap. So, yeah, as I was saying, yeah, that's good enough. Alright, so first try Night League. I mean, it's Night League. It's not very difficult. Let me drink some water. Jeez, Mute City 1 was not that easy. And Big Blue was the closest thing to a complete disaster. But things were smooth after that. I mean, that win 1 was a little iffy, but it was okay. Alright. And that was on Master, because we get the extra cutscene at the end saying it was Master. Oh, Master, Master, oh no. Acknowledge me senpai or something like that. Oh, that's cringe. I'm sorry. Alright, look, the race is over. You are an F-Zero master. Why, thank you. Goodbye. From Captain Falcon and the F-Zero crew. I've seen this end screen so many times. You only get this on Master difficulty. I mean, it does say you are an F-Zero Master, so that's the extra you get. Okay, now, moving to Queen League. Queen League Master. I look forward to Queen League coming to F-Zero 99. It's not there yet. It should be there in 4 days, September 26th. From what I've read, anyway. Right, a good start here on Mute City 2. F-Zero99 already has White Land 1, but it doesn't have the other Queen League tracks, so... There's no track in Queen League that is very difficult. Like, because you already have White Land 1, and... wow. That was low. Even for this game, that was low. That enemy was going so slow, it should be illegal. It's like going at 20 on the highway. You just don't do that. Anyway, there's no track in Queen League that is like particularly difficult. White Land 2 can be rough in this game, but I think the layout will be made a little easier for F-Zero 99. Kind of like they did with Port Town 2. Like the, you know, the later half of Port Town 2 is very narrow. You know, there's that super narrow part in Port Town 2 in this game, and it was made so much wider in F-Zero 99, with good reason, mind you. I think White Land 2 will be made easier too. Not that you'll race on it with 99 people, because it will be the last track of the league. Wow, I suck there. Can I block him? No, because he won't even pass me. I'm faster. Okay, look. He bumped me in the good old arse, as we say in German. the arse. Yeah, I don't think they say that. Anyway, but it sent both him and me just going like to the side. It was a bit of a mess. A little harsh, I gotta say. Like, I successfully block him, and it sends me like getting all weird. I lose control and everything. That's not cool. Anyway, Port Town, like the F-Zero 99 already has Port Town 2, so Port Town 1 is an easy version of it. There's Whiteland 1. Whiteland 2 is not much more difficult than Whiteland 1. Red Canyon is easy, and Mute City 2, I mean, it's simple. Might be a little hectic in the circle thing with 99 people, but aside from that, it's the same thing. Alright. Oh my... What the... Sorry, but what the hell was that? Oh, yeah. I swear, the enemy racers are so hard to pass sometimes. Especially when they just drop dead in the middle of nowhere because they ran into one of the other cars and then you run into them. Not cool. It's like the game saying, oh, you want to pass me? You want to pass me? And then they throw this surprise curveball. Okay, I mean, me running into that thing is totally on me though. I'm not defending that. Normally this is such an easy track. What the heck? Alright, I gotta catch up now on this thing. Can you bump into one of these guys, please? No! That one was good, but after that, traffic, and then trying to block the other opponents, and beautiful mess. It's okay, I'll get it this time. I mean, you don't have to trust me on that. And I'm not trustworthy. Because I'm prone to screwing up. Did you see that? He bumps me in the back and I lose speed. I don't gain speed, I lose speed. Like, what the heck? That stuff doesn't happen with the Fire Stingray, by the way. Yet another reason the Fire Stingray is the best car. As if there weren't enough reasons already. I was about to keep my turbo there, but then I hit, whoa, that was close. But then I hit the barrier and that lost the top speed, and I was like, okay, I'm losing my turbo now. But I should keep it just to be on the safe side, if I'm not otherwise in a precarious situation, if my speed is not super low and stuff. Be quite honest, I expected to have more. I expected to have a harder time with the Blue Falcon on Master difficulty. But no, it's not that much worse than the Wild Goose. Golden Fox will suck, but maybe not on every track. I'm sure, like, that Wind one will be abnormally difficult for it. Anyway, let's worry about that later. So, several days ago when I streamed this, you know, this is my third stream within like 4 days that I do of this game, F-Zero plus the Ace League. And after the first stream, I made my own versions of what I think the track order should be. So moving some tracks around, for example, Sand Ocean is a great example. That track does not belong as the third track of your Night League. It's way too hard to be the third track of the Night League. Stuff like that, so like in my headcanon, track should be higher up in the league. So basically, I moved some tracks around, and I included the Ace League tracks in there, to be clear. But anyway, and in that, I had Red Canyon 1 replace Sand Ocean as the third track of the Night League. And I could see this track after Sand Ocean. This is not a very difficult track. I have this track in Night League. Interestingly, this track is easier than Port Town 1. At the very least, Port Town 1 is definitely harder than it. Likewise, Silence is very rough. Like, if you're new to the game, Silence is really hard. I put Whiteland 1 as the last track of Night League. I think it belongs there. I think it wouldn't be out of place as your final track of the Night League. It's a rough track, but it's not like Silence rough. For a new player. But yeah, this is a rough track. The first time when you're inexperienced, for sure. I don't remember the order of everything, but I should have prepared that. I wanted to. Well, yeah, maybe I should do that actually. Just playing through all 20 tracks in the order that I would personally put them, including the Ace League tracks. Eesh. That's not good. Okay. Look at me go. Turns out Port Town 1 was kind of difficult compared to this, huh? But yeah, this is definitely a case of a track that is difficult for a new player, but really not particularly difficult once you're experienced. This is a good example of that. Silence 2. Okay. Very smooth. Then we have White Land 2, directly following White Land 1, but unlike the Mute CDs and the Dead Winds and stuff, it's a different song. I mean, it's the same song, but it's a remixed version. That, I do agree, is pretty cool. But not cool enough to justify playing both White Lands, like, one after the other. So this entire section here, yeah, that section, I think will be made much easier for F-Zero 99 when the track gets added. Much easier for sure. Although, maybe not, because this, just like Silence, it will be the last track of a GP and not available in other, like, multiplayer modes. So it will be 20 players only, not 99. It's true. In 20 players, if we have these barriers here that you just kind of damage boost through, it's not bad with 20 players. Oh yeah, they could just leave it as is. Alright, I have an extra boost because I saved it up and it didn't turn into a disaster, thankfully. I'm doing surprisingly good here since Port Town. Okay, I take back what I said. Blue Falcon is an alright car. Definitely very usable. At least for the more twisty tracks. Actually, I'm sure it will be just fine in... Oh no, wait. I was about to say it's gonna be just fine in Firefield, but no, because you do need to get your health. You know, going to the side area to get health, and then the arrow doesn't give you much speed, because your speed boost doesn't last very long on the Scar, and it's gonna be even worse on the Golden Fox. Huh, I guess I'll see how that goes. I mean, Night League is coming up, so we'll see. Laps 2, 4, and 5 were pretty solid. And lap 3 is the one I didn't use the boost. The race is over. You are an F-Zero master. Also, look at the car. It looks like a blue cockroach. Or something. Goodbye. From Captain Falcon and the F-Zero crew. Here comes the difficult one. King League. I say the difficult one. There's another one after, but hey, let's not get ahead of ourselves. I do think that Firefield is harder than Sandstorm 2. I remember putting Sandstorm 1 as the final track of King League in my version. And do note, I mean Sandstorm, as in the Ace League track. I don't mean Sand Ocean, which is a different track altogether. Yeesh. Oh, that is not good. As long as they don't get out of my sight, it's okay. Got fourth this lap, I'll get third, or maybe even second at the end of this lap, before I screw it up. I didn't screw it up. Awesome. I mean, I'd rather not screw up on Firefield than not screw up on this track, but you know, it's still good to not screw up. And then otherwise easy track. Okay, I'm going to be the winner. You never know. If someone's prone to mistakes, it's me. So anything could happen. That could have easily been squandered there. If I hadn't gotten wide into that corner to avoid that one car. Alright, 5, 4, 2, 1, 1. Very good. I'm gonna drink. Oh. Right, nice. Alright, excellent. That could have been worse. Because I had to put my water down in a hurry. Alright, bro. Oh, come on. Oh no, don't do this to me. Oh, I missed it. Oh wow, this is bad. Oh. In my opinion, That Wind 2 is the second hardest track of the original game, behind Firefield, of course. I don't remember where I put this track in my version, but I want to say it was in Ace League. Yeah, there's no catching up once you're that far behind. Not with this car, you just don't go fast enough. Well, not hitting the arrows is not helping. You like that beeping? Oh, I love it. Okay, real talk here. I cannot stand when games do that kind of beeping. It's a design choice that should have died with the NES, in my opinion. So the fact that it kept going, like even in like Pokemon, even in recent-ish times, it's like, no, just please no. I know that they eventually made it less bad. I don't know, I haven't really played Pokemon after Generation 3, so I know only a little bit. I know they made it less bad, but Yeah. Just don't do this. Like, yeah, it's helpful to tell you, hey, you're about to rank out. Like, I get that, but... Oh, you asshole. Oh, that's great. Oh. This looks like... Okay, you know what? Fire field is gonna be easier than this. I can tell you. Right now. I have less trouble with fire field. Okay, I'm not dead yet. I mean, I can catch up. I just need to play really well. Get all the arrows. If I get all the arrows, yeah, I can catch up just fine, but I need to do really well. Oh, missed that one. Ouch. Okay. He passed me and then he ran into that one. Okay, so I have 2 laps to catch up to one more car. It can be done, just need to oh crap. That's not helping. Okay. In basically the same spot I was at the start of the last lap. 4th, 3rd, nothing. Oh, that's 3rd. That's 3rd place. Oh, I wish I had a boost right now. This enough? Oh, baby. I caught up! I did it! Huh, I'm not jumping in joy and being super loud, but... Nice! Very, very nice, I did it. Wasn't perfect, but it was solid enough. I'm glad that's behind. Okay. Port Town 2 is on a pretty difficult track. The F-Zero 99 version does not compare to this. This is much harder. And the reason is this section incredibly narrow by comparison. And okay, you don't have 99 racers, but this is still rough. Oops, that's on me. This is still super rough. Okay, 5th place, not good. But if I can keep them in my sight, I can catch up. Because I use my boost in that one area. Well, that's what I do with the other cars anyway. Here, I use it here. But if I screw up here, like... Okay, good enough. Hey, use my boost there and it went well. There's Stingray inside, I don't care, I just want to pass, you know, top 3. But you know, getting, you know, you do get an extra life every 10,000 points, so, I mean, I'll get the 10,000 easily on Red Canyon. Red Canyon is super easy. In my version of the track order, I put Red Canyon 1, as I said, as the 3rd track of Night League. And Red Canyon 2 was in the Queen League. I don't remember, I think it was the 2nd to last track. Before Silence. I think. It's a little vague in my head now. I need to find out, because I wrote it somewhere, but it would take me a bit to find it. Let me keep this boost. Oh, oh, oh my god. Okay. Alright. Fine, I have another boost, and that's all that. Oh, you jerk. I mean, oh darn you, you got me. Yada yada. Be on the safe side here. Don't need to take any risks. This is fine. This is fine. Yeah, you best lap. Can't get a new best lap with this car. It's because I barely played in this version, so records are almost blank. Only played each car a tiny little bit. Stingray, yeah, but only once, so I had a bad race with it there. So what? Huh? So what? Like, I'll be honest, this track is easier than White Line 2. This track does not belong in the King League. It's way too simple. Even without this shortcut, which it does make it a little easier because you bypass the mines, but the mines are not difficult. Right, Ice. How's the Falcon doing? Surprisingly good, aside for a few specific tracks. Some tracks were surprisingly difficult, but aside for that, it's been smoother than I expected. Oh my god, green lows, what? Why? No, thanks! Okay, focus. Okay, green lows is raiding with a party of 5. So it's a Final Fantasy IV party. Wait, so, how are you doing, Green Lows? Wait, did the notification play? Is it supposed to play? I heard nothing. Normally I hear it. Is something broken? Did you hear it on your side? Like there's normally a sound effect and everything when there's a raid. So, Greenlows, how's it going? Also, what were you playing? As you can see, I'm playing F-Zero, and hey Patchouli! You don't see a notification? Oh, maybe something's broken. I'll have to look into that after the stream. But now I need to be a big winner. I'll take a note here. Notification broken? Question mark. That's a notification for me for later. Okay, now we have Firefield, the rough one. Let's see here. It's going well. I was playing Wall World. Hey, I've never heard of that. What is the game about? Roguelike, mining, tower defense, exploration. Yeah, that's basically how I describe stuff. It's kind of like a something-ish, kind of like this, but not really, but you know? And it makes sense to someone out there, probably. Thank you for the follow. Well, evidently I don't get notifications here for some reason. But I appreciate any follows. It's about driving a giant robot spider. I already like this part. Up a huge wall and hopping out of it to dig and gather resources. Okay, I have no clue what it's like. But okay. At least I have a slight, mild idea now. Was it a good stream? Hopefully you didn't have technical issues like I appear to be having right now. Ah. Did any of you play F-Zero? Ah, crap. Oh, big bad. Oh, oh, very nice, very nice. Good stream, excellent. I swear I'll pause the game soon to keep reading your messages. I needed a straight line, you know? It doesn't look very much like a spider, more like a big tank with 6 robot legs. Well, you know, 6 legs is not a spider. It's a hex spider. I don't know. We didn't have any technical issues for once. Oh my god. Well, I'm glad. I hate technical issues. Oh, by the way, is the volume good on the stream? I always worry every time that, like, the game's too quiet, the game's too loud, it's choppy. Like, if I kept, like, a download open, for example, like, I always worry about stuff like that, because sometimes there's an issue when, like, everything was fine in the previous stream, I change absolutely nothing, and the next stream is a complete mess. It happens, I hate that. It makes me want to go crazy. Except I don't, because I'm not the Hulk. Volume is good, thank you. The game calls it Robo Spider. Have you told the game that it's wrong? Maybe the game would disapprove and, you know, just lock you out of the game because it's insulted by your words. Actually, don't tell them that. Okay, thank you for that feedback. My stream was empty for the first, like, 45 minutes or so, until you came in. Well, until Fried Ice came in, then you came in like a minute later. Did any of you play this? It matters, because I've been playing F-Zero 99 a lot, and I cannot stream it because I don't have a capture card for it, so I'm playing this instead. Oh, crap, oh no. I ruined everything. It's all over now. Okay. Can I catch up? The answer is no. But we'll try anyway. Okay, I mean, third place is right there. I just need to pass these two and blow them up or something. Sabotage them. Okay, this is not good. Not good. Alright, I'm taking this gamble and okay. You only played this F-Zero out of any game of the series. I have only played this game. Sorry, I had only played this game in the F-Zero series until about 7 months ago, when I started playing F-Zero Maximum Velocity, which is on the GBA, and then of course F-Zero 99, which is a week old at this point. This game still feels good to play, I gotta say. Send Falcon Punch is all you know about F-Zero. That's all you need to know. It's kind of like, let's say you don't watch wrestling, but you still know Hulk Hogan. You know, you know Falcon Punch, okay? Well, I hope I'll convert you into an F-Zero enthusiast with this awful gameplay. I'm playing it bad on purpose. On the highest difficulty. Don't worry, the game is not this punishing if you're playing it for the first time. Like, this is the last track. Well, it's not the last track, but it's the last track. It makes sense in my head. Oh, baby! Golden Fox over there got screwed by one of the bad cars. First, awesome. That was bad. I'm keeping my boost. Oh, baby. I didn't get screwed over by this. Oh, crap. Why did you have to go right? Okay. That could have been bad, but I didn't run into it. For the SNES, this... Oh, crap. Darn. Sorry, I meant darn, not crap. God damn it. This is bad. Alright, I'm using a boost here. Worth it. Totally worth it. Boom! Okay, that's bad. Oh no, oh no. Oh crap, I hit that exploding car too. Stop pushing me around, I have no health. Oh, I had so much health going into this lap, and look at me now. Alright, I have to slow down. Oh, good. Okay. Need top 3. Let's see. I used the boost to get through. Yeah, I did. It was a good decision. Everything about the lap was awful. But if you look below my score, you see like safe 5 means I have to finish this lap in the top 5 or else I'm automatically ranked out, so I lose. And then in the last lap, which is after, it becomes 3, so you have to be in the top 3 or else you just lose on the spot. So that's why you have to be in the top 3 and you can pass any race. You could finish every race in 3rd place and you can beat the game. But you have to be in the top 3. You don't have to win. Fun fact. Okay, I have 2 boosts in this lap. Let me use 1 here. I could have done better, but okay, I'm in 3rd. Let's not squander this. Alright, go at full speed. Okay, alright, I hit the barrier a little bit, but that's okay. 2nd over there, I don't care. Just want 3rd place. Yep. I got this. Awesome. 2nd place. Nice. So this was the hardest track in the game on the hardest difficulty. So I want to make this clear, okay? If you want to try out the game, it's not always this rough. I struggled a lot on that win to 55443. Thankfully, on the final lap, I was able to get through and get the 3rd place, but oof. Of course, Red Canyon 2. That's the 4th track, super easy like usual. Yep. This track does not belong as the 2nd to last track in the game. Oh, I did sub 340. Sub 340. Awesome. Not even close. Alright. Look, the race is over. But the stream is not. You are an F-Zero master. Goodbye. From Captain Falcon and the F-Zero crew. You have no idea how much I've seen this ending. So this only happens on the hardest difficulty, which is called Master. You don't get this section here if you beat the game on the other difficulty settings. Alright. Now I will do the Ace League. This is the Blue Falcon, so I'm using this car for this string. Hence the title, Blue Falcon Edition. Right, Ace League. Now the Ace League is not part of the base game. It's complicated. So I'm playing a special ROM, basically. It combines the original game plus the Ace League, which is not part of the original game, which is extra official tracks that were available on the Satellaview for a very limited amount of time. So these tracks, thankfully they still exist, but oopsie, screwed that up. Mute City 4 kind of sucks, because they just put a ton of arrows and it feels like a ROM hack track more than a regular official track, but the other tracks after that are amazing. The Satellaview was an interesting thing. Yeah, I agree. I don't know that much about it. Most of what I know about it I've heard from, well, from Sarah. But I got to play the Ace League for the first time about 7 months ago when I replayed this game, and then the Ace League, which he gave to me. And it was a very interesting experience. Yeah, not fond of this track, but the others are good. They're rough. These tracks are difficult. Well, not this one. Well, the second track is not difficult either. Okay, the fourth track is not difficult either. You know what? There's 2 difficult tracks, okay? Okay, one is not that difficult. Okay, one difficult track. And I mean, it's not that hard once you get used to it, so okay. It's not hard, it's just... So I started with, oh, these tracks are difficult, and now I'm like, okay, it's not difficult at all, just... Yeah, I kinda went in that direction. Yeah, it's actually very easy, you just need a little bit of practice. But at the same time, I am playing the hardest difficulty, so you have to take that into account. Here we have Big Blue 2. Big Blue is the second track of the game, but they only had one Big Blue track. See, in F-Zero, there's several tracks have more than one version of the track. Like there's Mute City 1, Mute City 2, Mute City 3, there's Deathwind 1, there's Deathwind 2, there's Red Canyon 1, Red Canyon 2, Port Town 1, Port Town 2. You get the idea. Well, there was just Big Blue, but then in the Satellaview version there was Big Blue 2. Which this is. I need to catch up here. I'm boosting. So, if you're not familiar with the game, basically after every lap you get a boost, which gives you a surge of speed for about 5 seconds. So it's great to use if you took a big hit and your speed goes super down and, you know, AI cars start passing you. Well, you want to keep your rank high, so you can use a boost there, or just to get through rough terrain, to cut a little bit into the track. Stuff like that, you can use it in many different ways. So you can see those at the bottom right. There's like my car and the number 2. The number 2 is the amount of lives left that I have. So if I fail, you know, it would go down to 1. If I fail again, it goes down to 0. And if I fail again, it's game over. And you gain an extra life every 10,000 points. And the you know, the letter S below that, that's the boosts. You can have up to 3. I mean, you get 1 every lap, and if you don't use them, well, after 3 laps you have 3, and then after the 4th lap, you get a 4th one. It gets lost if you don't use one. Alright, Sandstorm 1. That is a very difficult track. I mean, it's a mildly difficult track. I like Sandstorm 1 and 2. I mean, 2 can go die in a fire, but, you know, I like it. I hate... Look, it's a love-hate relationship, okay? Yeah, this track is rough, like, the first time when you're not used to it, but at this point, this track it feels easy. It just takes a bit of getting used to. Fun track, though. Oh crap, I hit the mine. Well, it's okay, it's okay. I'll use a boost here. This restores my health, which is the power meter. Every track has a section where you can restore your health like that when you go over it. Oh, come on. Don't change... That car changed directions on the fly there. So I was like, okay, he went left, I'm gonna go right. Okay, come on, stop! Stop! I lost so much health that lap. God, it's fine, it's fine. Everything's fine. Also, can I say the soundtrack of this game is amazing? Like, it was basically a launch title for the SNES, I think. I think it was. And the soundtrack is so good. Golden Fox got screwed by the other cars. I just... Ooh, okay. This track is easy. Kind of. It's not easy, but you know what I mean. Always jamming out during these streams. Well, I have one more stream to go with this game, because I'll have to do it with the Golden Fox. And after that, well, I'll have no real reason to keep going. These are slightly thematic streams. I almost said streams. Okay. Here we have Silence 2. Okay. Wow, one of the generic cars is in first. It's always interesting when that happens. Yeah, this track is kind of simple, simplistic. I wish the entire track was covered in jump plates instead of barriers, instead of just that one section. That would be interesting. And come to think of it, Rainbow Road in Super no, in Mario Kart. Ooh, King. Rainbow Road in that. No. Oh. What was I saying? Rainbow Road in Mario Kart Super Circuit on the GBA. That one Rainbow Road has, you know, jump plates instead of barriers or walls or whatever you want to call it. So when you hit those, you jump. Here, there's this one section of the track that's like that, but it's just that one section. I kind of wish the entire track was like that. That would be interesting. It's like Rainbow Road in Mario Kart Super Circuit. Which is not as rough as the original Mario Kart, because that one had simply no walls whatsoever. If you fall, you fall. But then again, in Mario Kart, if you fall, you get picked up. You just lose quite a bit of time. In this game, if you fall off the track, you're just dead. You lose a life. But apparently cats got 9. But I'm not a cat. So I only have 2 left. Okay. Come on. Darn. Oh. Okay. We will catch up. I said the entire time I was saying, oh, this track is easy. Silence 2 is so easy. Not that easy sometimes. Oh crap, okay, that's on me. That's on me. There's no excuse for that. What? He looked like he was about to go left, and then he swerved right to push me off. What an asshole! Oh, sorry, this is my Christian stream. I meant, what a fuck, look, I can't curse on stream, goddammit. Christian stream, okay? Remember that. Also, Christian is the name of my landlord. It's a Christian stream. You only live twice? Unless you gain extra lives, but yes. This track is easy when the other racers aren't trying to sabotage you, right? Just like every other track, really. But mostly when there's jumper plates or whatever you call that. I call them jumper plates. Oh crap, I keep hitting the mines today. Go first. Need that health. Don't want another disaster. Right. Okay, okay. Everything's under control. You're in my way. What the heck? This car was not cool. Well, I don't think it's trying to be. Hey, I gained an extra life, because, you know, every 10,000 points. Oh no, why did I do that? Okay, no, it's fine, it's fine. Problem. Well, this was a perfect final lap. I don't want anyone to say otherwise, okay? It was great. Perfect. I used all my boosts and did like 0.3 of a second better than one of the other laps. Okay. Sandstorm 2. The final track of the Ace League. Okay. Alright. The magnets did not screw me over this time. Alright. Looks like I've learned from last stream. Finally, I'm doing good on this track. And it only took pain and misery for it to happen. So you don't really see it, but there's wind on this track. It kind of pushes you in one direction. Well, not the entire track, but like the straight where the finish line is. Oh crap. Just like that. I'm in fourth. Just like that, I'm in third. Ah, crap. See, that part is rough, because either you get pulled into the gravel by the magnet, which slows you down a lot, or you touch the barrier, which slows you down a lot. You just can't win, man. Okay, right, come on, top 3. Top 3, that's all I need. Don't screw up. Don't screw up. Yeah. Ooh. First try for once. I just needed the Blue Falcon, the best one. Yeah, let's go with that. So I've beaten the game. I've done all the tracks with the Blue Falcon. And somehow, it was easier than I expected. I thought it would be a total mess, but the total mess will be the Golden Fox. The worst car by far. If you want to play the game for the first time, don't use the Golden Fox. That's the yellow one. Do not use the yellow one. If you're a beginner, try this one. The blue one is pretty okay for a beginner. It's not the best car. The best car is the pink one. But it's kind of like playing Bowser or Donkey Kong in Super Mario Kart, the original. They are the best characters by far, but you don't start with them if you play for the first time. You just don't. What? Huh? Oh no, game is... Oh my god. Okay. Emulator broken. No, actually game broken. Yeah, this is new, isn't it? Alright, let me relaunch the game. Okay. So normally I would end here, because my goal was simply to play through the 4 leagues with the Blue Falcon and on Master. And I did, so normally I wouldn't end here, but I kind of want to keep going. So what I am gonna do is I'm gonna go into practice mode with an draw good card. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play through the 20 tracks in the order that I believe they should be if the game was more balanced. For example, the 3rd track, Sand Ocean, is way too hard to be the 3rd track. It should be like the 10th. It's the third, because Nintendo doesn't know how to balance. So, in my opinion, and I'm gonna keep the Mute City track at the start of every league here. So I think that it should begin with Mute City 1. So I'm gonna play it through the 20 tracks in the order I believe they should be. Just cause. I mean, I feel like playing the game, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm playing the game. I'm not going for any sort of record here. If you look at best here, yeah, my actual best in real life is below 2 minutes. And I still own my cart. The cart of the game, yeah, I still have it. But I'm guessing the battery is dead at this point. Actually, that's one of the cool things about older games. Because if you play games that need save data, well, like 20, 30 years, even 40, well, not 40, 20 years later, 30 years later, the battery is dead. There's a good chance that it is. So all your save data in your RPGs, that's gone. But a game like this does not need save data, aside for, you know, keeping track of your best times if you care about that. But this is also why games like that use a password system are kind of timeless. Like back then we hated password systems, we wanted a save battery. But nowadays I feel like it's the other way around. For older games, you don't want to have to deal with a save battery because the battery's gonna die eventually. But passwords, you're good. You can play the game wherever you want, however you want. It's great. Now this game, to be fair, there's also save data for like unlocking the master difficulty, because at the start you don't have master difficulty available. You just have to expert, and you have to beat each league an expert to unlock master on them. Hey, best lap for some reason. These are not my real best times, just I've only been playing this version of the game on this ROM a few times recently. So, Big Blue would be the second track. So the same as the original game, Mute City followed by Big Blue, but the third one is different. Oh, I should change the title, because I'm not using the Blue Falcon anymore. Let me do that. A good song. So the best way to take corners, and it only works with this car, is instead of, you know, using L or R to help you take corners sharper, which you can do anyway. But just tapping the accelerator, it helps take corners. Oops. Come to think of it, I forgot to use my turbo here because I was busy talking. But tapping the accelerator like I did there, I took the corner surprisingly nicely. But this, you can't really do that as well with the other cars. I'm trying to beat records, or else I would be playing with... I mean, look at this consistency. Well, decently consistent. Well, they lose more speed when cornering. This car barely loses speed in corners. Okay, what I think the third track should be is, instead of Sand Ocean, which is way too hard, should be this one. I think this would be a decent third track. Red Canyon 1. I considered putting Deathwind 1, but... Oh, I screwed up. I'm sure I'm not beating any records in this run. But that's okay, I'm not trying to. Okay, I screwed that up. I think what I will do though... Yeah, like that. You hold L or R, depending on which direction you're turning. Plus tapping the accelerator like that, and you turn super nicely. Alright, I'm going for a fast lap here. Using all my turbos here on this lap. Okay, one is kind of left over, but whatever. $20.37. That should be decent, I presume. Okay. And then we would have Deathwind 1. This car is easily the best for this track, because the arrows, those speed arrows always make you go at like 900 something speed with all the cars, but you keep the speed longer. Like, oops, I missed the arrow. Like with the other cars, you lose that speed a lot faster. Here it maintains a lot longer. hope that made sense. So there's a bit of a wind in this track, which can be a little complicated for a new player. Because the wind mechanic is like... It's not jank, I wouldn't say it's jank, but it can be disconcerting for a new player if you're just starting to play and you encounter this. To be fair, the track is super simple. I mean, it's just an... I was about to say an oval. So what am I doing? I was about to say it's an oval. I don't think this qualifies as an oval. I don't know. I don't know the definition of oval. But yeah, simple track. Maybe this should be the third track. Despite, oops, missed the arrow. The thing is, beginners should not be using this car. Normally, beginners should be using like the Blue Falcon or something. And the Blue Falcon, what, or like if someone plays the Golden Fox or something, like you don't keep that speed very long in the arrows. So it can be more difficult because you just don't get that speed. So I'm going with the idea that a new player would be playing the cars that are better for new players, which are bad on that wind. So I wouldn't want to make that track too early. So I think the final track of Night League should be Whiteland 1. I think that would be a good final track, instead of Silence. Silence is way too hard to be your 5th track. This track is hard, because you have the ice mechanic, and these bumper plates that, like, in a row, and it's easy to crash. So, rough track for a new player. But definitely easier than Silence. I would think, anyway, for a new player. As a kid, I didn't like this song, but as an adult, I quite like it. I know, I say that every time. I also learned to like this track. Ah! Wasn't fond of it when I was younger. Legitimately my favorite track in F-Zero 99 in its current state right now. It's this one. They have 7 tracks right now. Oh crap, 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 crap. Crap. Wow. That so the ice mechanic, don't screw up. Don't screw up on the ice, and you'll be fine. Okay. So, we have Mute City 2, of course. We'll start each league with a Mute City, that makes sense. It's thematic. So I don't know much about the F-Zero lore, but what I can tell you is that Mute City is short for Mutant City. So it's not about being quiet or something like that. Yeah. Oh, go me, that was great. Okay, I'm a little embarrassed by that. Yeah, that's what I've read anyway. I don't have the manual. Actually, wait a second. I think I still have the manual. Okay, now I want to look into my drawer and see if I still have the manual. Let me do that. Actually, I'm legitimately curious. Still have my manual, my F-Zero manual, instruction booklet. Wow, what does it say? In the latter half of the 20th century, mankind was gripped by the fear of being invaded by extraterrestrials. They referred to extraterrestrial spacecraft as UFOs. Oh, you don't say. Now, to those of us in this day and age, this sounds like a fairy tale. It is now the year 2560, and due to the human race's countless encounters with alien life forms throughout the universe, Earth's social frame... Okay, I don't care. Okay. Alright. Okay, skipping to the end. When the first Grand Prix race was held, people were angered at the brutality of the competition. The organizers had, during construction, placed various obstacles and traps along the raceway. But as time passed and people grew used to these dangers, they soon demanded even more excitement in the race. In time, winning this race meant earning the highest honor that would be bestowed on anyone in the universe. In a very short time, people came to call this Grand Prix simply F-Zero. Neat. I want to say it had lore about the tracks, but I'm going through it. It gives you a slight backstory on the characters and the cars. Oh. Mute City. This is the biggest city on all of the Space Federation planets. Mute City has prospered from intergalactic trade and boasts a population of more than 200 million. Its original name was Mutant City. The opening race of all 3 leagues of the F-Zero Grand Prix is held here. Yeah, so it's in the manual. Neat. Alright. Playing the game. I was so happy to see that I still have the manual, and now I read through it like I read like 2 minutes, and now I'm like, okay, go back into the drawer. You learn more F-Zero lore in... Oh, no, I got a notification and it was on top of... Learn more about F-Zero lore in this moment than even before. Even though I skipped, like... I was like, yeah, okay, skipping to the end now. Okay. Yeah, you probably can tell that I don't like reading for an extended period of time. Okay. Port Town 1 would be the second track of Queen League. So the same track. So the first two tracks of Queen League would be... sorry. Would be the same, but the third is different. Third, fourth, and fifth are all different. I want to try the ting. If you don't know what I mean by the ting, well, you'll see soon enough. Okay, I'm trying the ting right now. Ooh! Boom! Would have helped if I didn't run into the wall, though. So I did the thing. Yay. It's a time saver, apparently. Like, I knew you could do that when I was a kid, but because the machine brings you back, I thought it was a time loss. But apparently it's a time gain anyway, if you use the boost right after it brings you back. Well, let's see what my third lap will end up being. I did use 2 boosts that lap, though. No, total jump. Okay. Maybe it's not good. I don't know. Okay, now the third track of Queen League in my version of the track order would be Red Canyon 2. 7 GP where all the AI pass you. Yeah. I meant for time, like in practice mode, for example, you know? For time... Oops. Move that up. I think this track... Ooh, I barely had enough speed there. I think this track would not be out of place in the Queen League. With the first version of the track being in Night League. The Red Canyon tracks are too easy for where they are, in my opinion. When I was a kid, this was my favorite song in the game. But when I was a kid, I didn't speak English, so I pronounced it... Oh my god, I'm gonna be embarrassed. So, this is Red Canyon. When I was a kid, I pronounced that... Oh god. Red Canyon. Oh my god. Hey, look. I wasn't fluent in English at the time. Actually, even many years later, I was still not fluent at all in English. Not too bad. Red Canyon. Yeah, I don't know about that. Like, I was pronouncing Big Blue correctly. Well, I wasn't pronouncing the blue properly. I was like, blue. instead of blue. But, you know, it's good enough, right? English. It's my second language. And yeah, I don't have a third language, so unfortunately, I know about 1.2% of Japanese, so I'm not fluent, so I don't have a third language. Alright, so I think this would be the 8th track in the game. Third track of Queen League. With the 9th being... We're gonna go way back here. 4th track of Queen League in my head would be Sand Ocean, which does not belong in Night League, let alone at the 3rd track. Like 5th, maybe, not 3rd. Anyway, I'd put this in Queen League as the 4th track, but that's me. Oops, I wasn't paying attention. Play better. Skill issue. Oops. Oh my god, I'm screwing up. Okay, this track is hard, but I mean, okay. I'm playing really bad right now. There's never been a Sand Ocean 2. Because the Sandstorm tracks in the Ace League, well, it's not Sand Ocean, it's Sandstorm. It's a different planet altogether. And different songs. Anyway, this is like an expert track in your beginner league. You can't have that. That's just not cool. I remember when I was a kid, but before I got good at the game, this track was like impossible. I could get through... so I had a childhood friend, the only real friend I ever had IRL. My childhood friend that lived in the house in front of me, his name was David. And we played F-Zero together and plenty of other games. And then when we were something like 11, we were no longer friends. But anyway. So we played this a lot, and yeah, we played the game. We could get through Mute City 1 and Big Blue super easily. On the easiest difficulty. And then this track was like impossible. This track is way too hard for a beginner. I'm not saying games should always be perfectly balanced, but like, some balance should be there. Okay. It started real bad, but it got better afterwards. And then I think that the final track of Queen League would be Silence. I think it's a little too hard as the final track of Night League, but it would make a great final track for Queen League, in my opinion. Let's see what the manual says, because I kind of remember... Okay. About Silence, the manual says, a truly soundless planet where not even a single noise can be heard. Designated as the final course for the Night League, this course is made up almost entirely of right-angled corners. It is truly a test of a pilot's judgment and technique in cornering. Oh yeah, in lore, Mute City doesn't mean any sort of silence, it's just short of Mutant City. And then silence is actually about silence because the planet has literally no sound. So there's a fun fact for you. That was pretty bad. It was too quiet, so we built a racetrack. Nice one. Oopsie. This was not a good race, but that's okay. I'm not trying to beat any records here. Oh, come on. I missed the jump late. Oh, it happens. There you go. After that, we have Mute City 3. Speaking of silence, you'll have to forgive me for being a bit quiet. I mean, I've reached a point where I don't really know what to say anymore. There's only so much I can say about the game after 2 hours. Oh, sorry, an hour and 55 minutes. My bad. How's the weather? I don't know. Oh, 22 degrees Celsius. Sunny. Thanks, that thing in the corner of my screen. outside earlier. The sun is... Oh, see? See? I can be consistent if I don't screw up like in lap 2. I mean, laps 3, 4, and 5 were pretty darn consistent. Ew, Celsius. I know, right? Okay, and the second track of King League, in my head, would be... Big Blue 2. So this would come right after Mute City 3 and King League, to me. So this is probably the most known song in the game. I mean, this is in Smash, right? People love this song. And I'm like, yeah, I love this song. But since I play Mute City 1 or Big Blue basically all the time in F-Zero 99, I'm like, you know what? Screw those songs. Oh, I'm so sick of them. Because that's the only 2 tracks people vote for. And it annoys me. It was your ringtone for a while? That's awesome. Seriously. It is awesome. Bit nerdy, but you know. It's fine. Nerdy is good. Just not too nerdy. Like the perfect amount of nerdy. It's not an insult, I swear. I like nerdy within reason. Let me pause the game and read what the manual says about Big Blue. 99% of this planet's surface is covered in water. The final corner of this course has been given a special coating that blocks magnetic fields. Pilots must take care not to slide out of control here. They're talking about, you know, the last corner. Yeah. There's more ice in Big Blue 2, though, in other spots, but yeah. Interesting. I think this has been a pretty darn good race, considering no rivals to get a boost off of at the beginning. Alright. Pretty consistent, but I was doing better and better every lap. Okay, not every lap, but, you know, I was doing better and better. Getting more used to the map, so doing better at it. Nice. And I think that the track that would come after this one, Silence 2, as the third track in King League. Oh crap. Oh crap, again. Darn. I missed the plate, but I didn't hit any mines, so I'll take it. I almost got too much of that coin. That was not a good race, but whatever. Okay, so I think this would be a fine track in the King League. And after this would be Whiteland 2. Let's see what the manual says about Whiteland. Covered in crystals, this is the most romantic planet in the universe. This extremely demanding course has 2 hairpin corners that have been coated to block out magnetic fields and downward pull magnets planted near its jump plates. See, jump plates is the legit name. It's the canon name, at least in the English manual. Huh. Well, the part it talks about hairpin, maybe it's talking about Whiteland 1, but you know, the rest is interesting. I'm not saying that this is a particularly great, sorry, I'm not saying this is a particularly difficult track. Like, it was a fine track as the final track of Queen League. I just don't want it to be with Whiteland 1, like, in a row. And I didn't really know where to fit in. And I liked Silence as the last track of Queen League. So I ended up, geez, I can't speak. I ended up putting this in the King League when I thought about how to arrange track order in a way that makes more sense to me. So this one might feel a bit out of place, I don't know. I legitimately like this remix a lot. Whiteland 1 is nice, but this is... I'm not saying it's better, but the fact that it's noticeably different in, like, key... I'm not good with music terms, but the way it's noticeably different in key is super interesting to me. Okay. After that, what would come is the final track of King League would be Sandstorm 1. I think this would make a fine final track of King League if you consider that the Ace League would be there. So it would be the final track of the of the third out of 4 leagues instead of, you know, just the last one. It's like, if you look at me play through it, it doesn't look that bad, I guess, but it's legitimately a rough track when you're playing it for the first time. Especially with traffic in that mine section, that part can be rough, as happened earlier in the stream. Okay. That's okay. Oh, I didn't beat my previous best time. Oh no, Spinal Lap. What have you done? And then the first track in the Ace League would be, of course, Mute City 4, as we keep the theme of starting each league with a Mute City track, even though they are not difficult. What? All according to plan. Nice. Much better. There are only 4 tracks to go after this, and then I will end the stream. think that the second track of the Ace League would be, oops, Port Town 2. Legitimately a very difficult track. To factor in the traffic and stuff, on master difficulty, it's not easy. I mean, I do pretty well on it, because I have experience, but like just the magnets are really rough. But then you tend to lose health from like a few collisions, and then you get to this part, still with high traffic, and it's super narrow. It's like it's a very difficult track. I probably make it look kind of easy-ish. I mean, I'm not that good. I make mistakes all the time, but I probably make it look easy. But like, yeah, I have hundreds of hours of gameplay in this game. So. Crap. I was like, crap. So I hit 3 separate instances of the barrier. It's like, yeesh. Oh my god. I'm not trying to get perfect gameplay or anything, but come on. It definitely doesn't look too challenging when you're behind the wheel. Yeah, I don't know about that. Ah, darn. I hit it again. Oh, okay. See, I suck. I keep hitting the barriers. All according to plan. Yeah, right. Stop bumping your head and play the damn game. All according to plan. Alright, so that was Port Town 2, which in my canon would be the second track in the Ace League. Yeah, maybe it's not that hard, but whatever. And then the 18th track of the game. Third track in Ace League would be That Wind 2, which in my opinion is the second hardest track in the original game after Firefield. At least in Grand Prix. Because it's legitimately difficult to like hit enough arrows that the other racers don't pass you too much, but like not miss up. Like, you get what I'm saying. I lost track of I lost track of what I was trying to say here. I missed all the arrows except one. Like, darn. Like, in Grand Prix, I'd be in, like, 7th here. With this performance. So far. Well, on Master, that is. All according to plan. Yeah, right. I was a kid, I did not like this song, but as an adult I like it for how chaotic it is. Up in this part. See what the manual has to say about that wind. The most peaceful place in the universe. Right. The most peaceful place in the universe, a planet where fierce winds blow without respite. Though this course has been simply designed, they're talking about that wind 1, not 2. It is narrow and difficult to travel along due to severe side winds. Often, winning or losing is decided by how skillfully a pilot is able to use the dash zones. Huh. Those are called dash zones. After this, what would come? All right. After this, the second to last track would be Sandstorm 2. This track is deceptively difficult. There's wind in this track. Then this part is super rough because if you go too much to one side, you hit the barriers, you lose a ton of speed and health. If you go too much to the other side, you get pulled by the magnets into the... I call it gravel. I don't know what it is, but it slows you down like a huge amount. It's super hard to get right, so I just dashed, like I boost through it after the first lap where you don't have a boost yet, obviously. It's easy to miss the arrow because the wind pushes you to the right. Very difficult in Grand Prix, I gotta say. It uses a 4th music. I assume that if the game had come out straight up designed with all the 20 tracks, the Sandstorm tracks would use their own track instead of one using the 4th music and the other using the Firefield music. Hit the exit. I almost hit the finish line there and then it sent me back. Okay. And then the final track would be the same, Firefield. There we go. So you have these two really difficult tracks in a row, and that's after That Wind 2 and Earthbound 2. So it's not too different from the original, actually. The only difference would be Sandstorm 2 in there, and Mute City 4 instead of 3, of course. think that's a good strat, what I just did. I don't know how to take that corner. I never knew, I still don't. It's been like 30 years since I have not known how to take that one corner properly. And I'm like, okay, stop. Look, usually I don't screw up when I use the boost there, I promise. Ramming yourself into the barrier is better than... I don't know. Maybe it isn't. Darn. So I dash here. It was poorly executed, but now I'm going. Look, I know it's bad to do it that way, or to do it this way for that matter. I just don't know the better way. And to think, I've beaten this track on Master in first place. And I still don't know how to properly take some of these corners. That's crazy. To the wall, that would have been better. Okay, don't let your power run below this, or my max speed is gonna start getting lower, and we don't want that. When I was a kid, my best times were like 3 minutes 12 or something like that. Not doing so hot here. This was a horrible demonstration, but whatever. So that's it, that's the final track. So I played through all 20 tracks in the order that in my head would make more sense compared to... in the order that I think would be better compared to the original order, which is a little all over the place sometimes, like Sand Ocean, the third track. It's way too hard to be the third track, in my opinion. So, anyway. Well, that's it. That's gonna be the end of the stream. So, today I've played through the game on all 4 leagues with the blue... what is it called? I don't even use it normally. Blue Falcon on Master difficulty. I got through that, and then I just played the 20 tracks again for fun. So that's the end of the stream. There's nothing to add. Like usual, I will export my stream, the VOD of the stream, on my YouTube channel. So, if you're watching on YouTube right now, please give me a dislike. Alright, so that's it. So thanks for watching, Fried Ice, and the others who were there earlier. That is Greenlows and Patchouli Goa. And I think that's all. Yeah, okay. So I wish you a good rest of your day, evening, night, whatever applies to you. Yeah, take care too. Alright, I'm ending the stream now. Take care.